in the form of a dinner and presentation evening will take place to decide which greyhound of last year will be heralded the Valley Wines Superstar of the Year. Last year, in fact, it was Superstar, and we're about to unearth another one this Friday night. If you'd still like to get along to that function, I understand some seats, some tables are still available, but you'd need to ring the Adelaide Greyhound Racing Club very early this week. And speaking of the Adelaide Greyhound Racing Club, let's get into the action. Let's roll the film from the first of the replays from Thursday night. It was over the distance, 44.96, the time recorded by Rag Trade Lass.
They're racing Augusta Jump well on the inside. Young Dingaan going quickly with it, and so too prominent is Rag Trade Lass, who's looking for the lead, but the leader is Young Dingaan. From in second placing Shirley's Rose, Rag Trade Lass. Augusta settles fourth into the straight. Just behind it, Darville's Host, and then further back on the rail, gaining ground, Dawnley Star. Around them, Tardinga, and dropping right out of it to the tail is Beau Grant, who can't keep up. They run to the side now, and the leader still is Young Dingaan, about three in front. Going through on the rail hard is Rag Trade Lass. Augusta running home along the inside, and on the outside Shirley's Rose. Then further back in the field behind those then came Tardinga, followed by Dawnley Star. Augusta no good thing coming to the turn. We're on the outside, going to the lead now, and doing it pretty well as Rag Trade Lass. Here's Augusta coming through, but Rag Trade Lass too good, wins it a length and a half. Augusta Young Dingaan.
Yes, Rag Trade Lass at 5-1, running 44.96. The favourite Augusta at 22-10. A little bit disappointing for mine, as was the one in the second race, Rovon Star, which was heavily backed and started 22-10 favourite. It too could only manage second.
Beau Meg with Rovon Star, but Beau Meg would lead to the first turn by a length and a half to Rovon Star. Dingaan Spice has dropped on the rail in front of Recital. Then further back behind those came Tom's Wonder, and getting back out of ground, hurry on Jeannie McCoy and Corrie Terrace. Down the back, Beau Meg has a handy break, 2.5 in front of Rovon Star, who can't get it at the moment. The one getting up on the rail is Dingaan Spice coming quickly, and they were clear of Tom's Wonder running home hard out deep. In the straight, Rovon Star goes to the lead. Tom's Wonder is cutting it down. Tom's Wonder doing best on the outside and may have got up a nose to Rovon Star. Dingaan Spice is there for...
Well, it did get up too and win narrowly. Tom's Wonder defeating the favourite Rovon Star, which looked to have every chance, with Dingaan Spice running another useful placed effort. 30.89 was the time. In the next event of the program, they went a bit better in 30.83.
Slow out Sports Rain away quickly, but Kimbers Express is going faster and will lead Sports Rain, who's trying to get off the rail from behind it. Got a slight check, and Kimbers Express leads Sports Rain, and then Pandee Douce just in behind those, but very wide True Value, followed by Man of Silver. Getting up on the rail, Busy Blade. Further back, Mellow Dive, and dropping to the tail, Run Alone. They come off the back now, and Kimbers Express is the leader, shows the way from on the inside. Pandee Douce getting a dream run. Sports Rain struggling around the outside. Pandee Douce takes the shortcut, and it'll get it victory. Pandee Douce goes on to score. In second placing, Kimbers Express, followed by...
Well, Pandee Douce at 4-1, taking out the honours in 30.83. The favourite in the race was Sports Rain, disappointing at 15-10 favourite, but the one to follow from the race, when it has luck from an outside box, is Man of Silver. As you saw there, it had a number of checks and running.
Start, Chimera jumped away fairly on the inside, but Summer Storm will lead it easily. Majestic Aim, Belmont coming across Chimera. Now there's one gone via the Cape Speed Chase. Further back to Reign Supreme, and then back on the inside for Beau. Into the back they go, and Majestic Aim on the rail as the leader. It's drifting wide. There's a great gap for Chimera to go through if it wants to. And joining in on the outside is Belmont as they tighten up. Chimera taking time to go through. It's not putting it in. Majestic Aim is still there, and Belmont. Chimera now gets to the lead, but on the inside, Beau is coming quickly, and Majestic Aim again. A very patchy race this, and Majestic Aim's won from either Chimera.
And in fact, it went the other way with Beau, who came from last, as you saw in the first turn, to get up and score with that Dream Rails run on the inside. But one or two of those greyhounds for mine didn't appear to be putting in a 100% effort in that particular race, and they went 31-21.
Fairly best away to Nuska, and going quickly now is Hyperforma, and pushing up last of 4. 3-length Smokeville. Bristol Swamp was back in the field last. Just ahead of it was Perina Tempix, not going well early, and Dusty James. Down the back they go. Hyperforma found the lure tonight. 2 in front, 1.5 now to last of 4. 3 lengths away to Nuska. Well back behind those came All Taken. And then further back Bristol Swamp, Perina Tempix not in the hunt, but on the turn there's only one chance, Hyperforma. And Hyperforma is living up to its name. It's a real high performance. Wins by 7 or 8 lengths to in second placing to Nuska. Bristol Swamp.
Yeah, good performance there by Hyperforma. They put stack of money on Bristol Swamp, but it bogged down and didn't do a great deal. It did manage to get out in time to run third, but there was nothing too special about the run. They ran a bit of time though, 30.56 in the fifth event. We're going out of the sixth.
Toledo very slow out, and All Story flew the traps brilliantly to lead from Bonus Gain. Going across now is Daroga Flyer, and also driving up is Irish Moth into a prominent berth, followed further back by Dreams Are Best, and they were followed then over on the inside by McKaylee's Aim a mile back, and then Chief Toledo, who couldn't possibly win. Off the back now and going through is Bonus going to get to the lead. In second placing, battling away All Story and then Irish Moss as they turn, but in the straight it's Bonus going clear, trying very hard in second placing All Story. McKaylee's Aim gets up for third, but Bonus Game wins it from All Story. McKaylee's Aim.
Yes, Bonus Game doing a good job there from the one box at 45 to 10. That was the Ravelli Wines Superstar Greyhound of the Year Port race. The favourite in the event was Chief Toledo. They backed it for a stack, but it never looked any chance at all in running.
Well, with the exception of Goodnight Irene and Matilda Diamond, both slow away, and not that quickly away either Millmaid Gazza, but it's recovering and going to the lead, Proud Tangaloa. Up on the outside, Sophie's Colleen, just in behind them, Badista, Millmaid Gazza going well. Then further back on the inside, Goodnight Irene, followed by Make It Rain with 1 lap to go, and last Matilda Diamond. Out of the straight, a new leader, Sophie's Colleen, has got to the front now. Over Proud Tangaloa second, moving up quickly, Millmaid Gazza is storming home. Then further back to Badista, followed on the inside by Make It Rain, and then well back Matilda Diamond, followed further back then by Goodnight Irene. But this leader got away, Sophie's Colleen, 4 in front now, in second placing Millmaid Gazza, and then Proud Tangaloa as they turn. Sophie's Colleen gets a good break. Millmaid Gazza is getting up on the inside. I think it's going to be too late. It is. And Sophie's Colleen home a half to 3/4 over Millmaid Gazza.
Well, you can see from that we've probably got even a bunch of stayers in top grade that we've had here for years in South Australia. With the first half a dozen of those, only about 6 lengths between them going to the line. But the way that some of them raced there on Thursday night, I think their long, strenuous campaigns have started to catch up with them.
Boots and Socks, and one of the best away was Supreme Scandal, who lead by a couple to in second placing New Zealand, followed over on the inside by Boots and Socks going through. Just in behind those Young and Fast, and then further back came Just Betty. Well back in the field behind those then is a Shrike, and last of all is Dawn's Melody. The leader, Supreme Scandal, clearing the straight and running to the back, and shows the way about 12 to 15 lengths in advance of in second placing Boots and Socks. The interest really in the minors. Musine on the outside, and then Young and Fast, and none of the others are within cooey. As they come on the top turn, though, the leader, Supreme Scandal, the others can't get within a bull's roar. It's Supreme Scandal well clear as they turn for home, and the interest, as I say, in the minors, getting up for second, Musina, but Supreme Scandal wins by 15 to Musina, 3 lengths away then Young and Fast.
Having its first try of the distance there, Supreme Scandal, an accreditable 44.47, and allowing for further maturity, I think Supreme Scandal is certainly going to find its way amongst the top grade. That was the Benno Ryan Riesling heat.
Racing Hoggy jumped brilliantly from the inside, but so too did Tricky Blue out deep, who'll just come across and lead Hoggy, who burrows up. Just in behind them now, dashing Belinda. It goes a bit deep, pushing on its inside, China Queen, and railing through Deb Sandy coming into it. Then further back is Split Eclipse making ground, giving ground, dashing Belinda back to the tail. Then Owanaka Boy with it, and so too is Brinky's Best, but the leader on the inside running, turning for home, Tricky Blue. Hoggy comes away from the rail, switches around it. He's coming quickly, Hoggy. Hoggy races up to Tricky Blue. No, Tricky Blue went to the line better, and Tricky Blue hung on from...
Yes, Hoggy sent a falter a little on the crease there, didn't he? And this allowed Tricky Blue to hang on and score from Hoggy with Deb Sandy, the old-timer racing particularly well at the present time, filling another placing. Dashing Belinda was the unplaced equal favourite with Hoggy, and they're in 30.88.
Racing Zimalong jumped out fairly, not as quickly as Yunta Returns or Kenya, and for that matter, Little Big Time out deep and pushing up Jessamy. Here's a traffic jam on the first turn, and the one that got the bump out Generous ran into a dead end, and so did Swamp Fox. Into the back they slip. Kenya gets on top, a half in advance of Little Big Time. Joining in now, Zimalong is coming quickly along. 8 lengths away, the others headed by Jessamy, and then Yunta Returns, but they're out of it. It's only a 3-dog war on the turn, where the leader now, Zimalong joining Kenya, and still their Little Big Time. Getting to the lead though, Zimalong on the closing bit, and goes on to win from Kenya, weakening away 4 lengths off Little Big Time third.
A good performance there by Zimalong. I think he can run a bit better time than that 31.24 as it was on Thursday night, and I'm sure can pick up another race or two at Angle Park in the coming weeks. Well, it was 25 to 10 favourite too. Zimalong, so favourite backers went home in a pretty happy vein. On Monday night we go Greyhound racing again at Angle Park. Wednesday night it's Prince's Park at Gora as per normal, and back to Angle Park on Thursday night. And many of us will be back there again on Friday night, as I say, for the presentation of the Greyhound of the Year, which has been supported once again by the Liebeck family from Rowan Flat up there with their Ravelli wines. And really, when I stop and think about it, it would be almost impossible to put a figure to what value Ravelli wines have been worth to Greyhound racing over the years.